Chad, glad to have you here today at JAS.
It's good to be here.
Listen, I'm going to tell you the honest truth about it. I've always used a conventional charcoal grill, gas grill, and I looked at the Hollands. The first time I used my Holland Grill, took it up to Tennessee. First time I used it, I can't stand this thing. Then I used it the second time, and I'm going to tell you, I love it. I'll never cook on another grill except a Holland because I have never pulled a bad piece of meat off of my Holland Grill. From a whole chicken to a pork chop to a shrimp, it's always been just like I wanted it to taste. So you got a great grill.
I appreciate that. Does a good job, doesn't it? Good every time is what it is.
We've never, you can take a hamburger and hamburgers will get dry, hamburgers will get crusty, hamburgers will, if you go in and you're messing with the kids, or you maybe want to have another beer or another sweet tea, you forget about your grill, it flames up, it's burning to death, all nothing to do it.
You're right about that. And that's the whole point behind this product, is a way to make grilling just totally hassle-free and easy. You put your food on, all you got to do is keep the time on it, and you're going to get the same consistent result every time, rather than drying out your chicken and you're ruining your $20 steaks and all that. So.
And a lot of people will come in the showroom and they'll say, well, I like that charcoal taste. And I want to taste charcoal. Well, you've kind of done it here.
Yeah, that's a nice little accessory that you get on our featured grills, is that smoke tray. You can put flavor buds in there, hickory chips, anything you can think of to get a little extra different flavor in your chicken or whatever meat you're cooking. So it's a nice feature.
Well, I just tell you, if anybody buys this grill and they cook on it, and the first time they go, and they're used to the old grills that I'm used to, they go, I don't know if I'm gonna like this or not.
Right.
Just keep cooking on it, because I'm gonna tell you, after the second time, and I went out there and I put my steaks on it and the burgers, I was sold on it.
Yeah.
Because I was just used to it being done, just burning it, turning it and burning it, you know.
That's right.
This isn't a turning and burning deal. This is a kind of a low and slow to make that meat taste just like you want it to.
Exactly. That's the biggest problem when people buy Holland grills. They're dissatisfied, like you said, the first or second time, because you got to learn how to cook differently on the Holland than you do on a typical charbroil grill. I mean, it's cooking at a medium temperature, about 400 degrees, so it's going to take a little extra time. But if anybody will tell you that if you want a good tender piece of meat, you got to cook it at a lower temperature than 800 degrees. I mean, if you're torching everything, it's not going to be good.
That's right.
So that's what our grill does, and it's versatile too. I mean, you can cook pies and pizzas and biscuits, and we'll get into that later. That's great.
Well, I hadn't got into the pizzas yet, but I do a lot of hunting.
Okay.
We down in South Carolina, deer season, about 3 months out of the year, 3.5 months. Spend a lot of time in the woods, and everybody that cooks deer, if they cook a deer steak, okay, you take a back leg, you cut a muscle, or you cut a piece of that meat like an iron flank steak or something, it's going to be tough. I had some steaks, and it was just a cut about 3/4 of an inch thick, right across the back leg. I put 2 of them on this grill. Came out great, you know, and it didn't. A lot of people are scared of deer because of, you know, well, we may not cook it enough.
Right.
Well, I probably cooked that deer 30 minutes in this Holland, and it still came out. It wasn't tough. It was very good.
That's impressive right there, because this is very hard to cook wild game on any grill. And the fact that our grill can turn out tender, juicy wild game, that's real impressive. Because you're a hunter, you know it's one of the hardest things to cook on a grill. Fish and wild game, hard to cook on a grill, and it comes off great on the Holland every single time. I did the same thing. I cooked a couple venison steaks last week. Man, it was like sirloin. It was awesome.
Well, to be honest with you, I took me some chicken breast when I used it, just in case the deer didn't turn out like I wanted it. But I didn't cook the chicken breast. The deer was great.
You had a backup plan.